Good morning, my friends. Oh, what a morning. Woke up late. How fantastic. So, guys, we just read. What did we read? I'm on to another book now, so I'm like, what did we read? Oh, that's right. We couldn't find Schitt's Creek. I don't know what the problem was, but On a Quiet Street. So we are done with this one here. So let's go ahead and mark this one off. Ooh, what is that? That doesn't look good at all. Ooh, what happened to my marker? Ooh, something's wrong with it. Okay. Anyway, let's go. So it's On a Quiet Street. And guys, if you want something to like collect your thoughts and everything, this is available on my Ko-fi. They are free. There are 6 different versions. There's 3 on each download, and it also comes with a coloring page if you're interested in coloring. I did audiobook it because we were, doing the whole packing and stuff like that. So I've been listening to it as I go through stuff and declutter and pack and all the fun things. So it's by Seraphina Nova Glass. I don't know when I started. I guess it would have been whatever that date was. Let's see here. Book club. I probably should put these up front. I actually am going to do that while I'm in here. Just move these up with the book club stuff, which would make total sense, wouldn't it, guys? Alright. That would make total sense, but, who makes sense these days? Alright, so we started, let's see, the book was revealed. I started on the 8th. 3/8, and I finished last weekend. So today's the 23rd, and so let's say maybe the 21st. It was a slow time, man. It took me a while. I don't know why. I just have not been in the mood. It's just been very off timing. All right. So yeah, so I did go through here. So some of the questions that I like to ask is, who was your favorite character in the book, and can you tell us why? Did you see the ending? Let's see. So this was not really scary. This was more of like a murder mystery, but also like almost felt like a normal book of a story about people in the block, right? I mean, it's a little interesting. There was some domestic abuse, so that's why there's trigger warnings and everything. Some violence. It wasn't very gory or anything like that. It was just, there was definitely some abuse going on, and murder. So that's probably why. But yeah, like if you are interested in telling me what about this book and what you thought of it, that would be great. You can email it to me and I will share it on the channel when I do my review on Friday. And yeah, this, I mean, I don't want to go too far into it because I don't want to give any reviews, but basically, who was your favorite character and why? Did you see the ending? Were you sucked in right away? Or did it take a while for you to get into it? Let's see. Would you recommend this book? So yeah, so just kind of tell me about what you thought. So I'm going to write my thoughts down. I'm going to have to go back and get my brain back around that book because I am actually listening to The Ritual by Tessier, and that book's crazy. But that book is definitely a spicy book. And I'm enjoying it, actually. It's pretty interesting. I've been wanting to read that one. It was on my book list last year. So anyway, but yeah, I'm getting ready for this, and I'm gonna write these things down, and I'm gonna kind of think about a little more in depth this week about the characters and what I thought and everything. Usually I try to do this while I'm reading, but unfortunately I did not this time because I wasn't reading a book, you know. Sometimes when you do the audio, it's just easier and you don't think about grabbing a piece of paper and writing down your thoughts. But I had a lot of thoughts, more or less at the end than the beginning. But yeah, there was a lot going on. A lot of people involved, a lot of characters involved, which I feel like that's what was going on in her last book. Because her last book was like the girl in room 10 or something. We read it last year, and it had a lot of characters. Like, how does this lady keep up with all of these characters? She's got to have so many notes of who said what, who did what, how they did it. Like, I don't even know. That's one thing that really impresses me about this author. So, I'm going to put that on here. That's a good thought. So many characters. How do you keep up? The author, anyway. I don't know if you guys know. I have dabbled in novel writing, and I have a few starts of novels, and I've kept them, and I was using Scrivener, which is a software, cloud software that helps you with writing, and putting it in order and kind of keeping it all together. It's just kind of like a software app that helps you with writing your novels, and you know, it's really hard. It is not an easy thing to write a novel. It's a lot of stuff. I've been wanting to write a novel for a long time, because I have all these crazy things that come up in my mind, and I write them down, and then I put them into stories and all of that. And maybe one day I will check it out. I have a friend of mine who writes stories, and he actually got him a publisher and has had his book. He's been working on his book for years, and so he's been working on that, and he knows a lot about the process, and I don't really know that much about the process. I just enjoy writing and writing stories and being creative. But he did a lot of short stories and stuff like that he would put in some blogs and friend groups and stuff. And but now he's been working on a novel. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm hoping to reach out and talk to him at some point and see how that's going. He's in Washington State right now. He was living out here, and he's originally from Seattle, but he was living in Virginia for a while, because his son went to Ferrum University, which is out here in Franklin County, Virginia, moonshine country. And, you know, yes, before I was married, we dated. And then we realized we were just friends. And he's an awesome guy. Awesome, awesome, awesome guy. We had a lot of board game nights. When I met my husband, he was the first guy I called when we were having our date. And he was basically cheering me on and telling me, go get him. And after that, we would have game nights and stuff, my husband and him, and he was a great guy. He's such a good friend, and I feel so bad because I feel like I don't talk to him enough. But he came to my wedding and everything, which was a couple hours away, like 2.5 hours from where he lived. I mean, he's just a sweetheart, just the greatest guy, such a good guy. He makes me laugh. He's such a funny dude. Such a good friend. He got me into board games back in the day, and you know, he's just a great friend, and I feel like now I feel a little guilty I haven't talked to him more. See, I'm gonna have to make some time to call him. But anyway, he moved to back to Seattle area to be close to his mom after his son graduated. But him and his son like to do Comic-Cons and stuff like that, so it's always fun to talk to him about how that's going. But I haven't asked him about his book lately, so yeah, I don't know why it's got me rambling this morning. I guess I felt like I needed to talk. But yeah, that's a little bit about my friend. And, you know, after I talk to him, I'll definitely give y'all an update if he's got any published books yet. He's a funny dude, man. He's got a crazy mind. Some of the stories he could come up with, and some of the game nights we've had. Oh, so funny. So funny. My husband is so good at that too. We play a game called Stuff and Nonsense. Oh my God. And you basically take these cards and you have to, like, you can either read the card or you can come up with your own story. Well, we always come up with our own story. My husband kills it every time. It is so funny, like his brain and how he comes up with some of the stuff. And then it makes me question myself because my stories are so lame compared to his. Oh, so funny. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you because, yeah, I'm in a talking mood, I guess. All right. Well, that's a little more about me. And this is about the book club and not about me. So yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know what you thought if you read this book. It wasn't scary. So if you are interested in reading it, go read it and then come back and see my review Friday. All right. Bye, guys.